let this stop you. You started a charity. You started a comedy show. You're touring around the entire country, taking what you've been through and making other people laugh. How do you do it?
At first, it's more like a self-defense mechanism type thing and coping mechanism, and also helping diffuse other people around me, friends and family, worried about me and kind of make them laugh. Go, it's still Bobby.
Welcome back to another great episode of Rendezvous with Alysia. This is part of my Salute to Veterans series. We have Sergeant Bobby Henline here. Now, was that not the greatest introduction to my show? Rolling up on the new Harley. I mean, I think that was totally a fantastic opener. Thanks, Sarge.
For coming in flames, ball of fire, and everything.
Exactly. Yeah, no pun intended, right? Yeah. But listen, we got to tell everybody your story. Let's take it back a little bit. Let's talk about your story. And all of the things since we first met about 8 years ago. First of all, you got married. He got married during this time. And I knew that they were going to get married. I knew there was a little love thing going on.
Jinxed.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about that too. But let's tell everybody my new audience, your story.
Yeah. So we'll go back to, I originally joined the Army when I was 17 years old. Yep. And right before Desert Storm. So Desert Storm, I was 19 years old. I got out after that. Thought, okay, I did my tour, my time, and started a family. And after it was 10 years later when 9/11 happened, I was living in Washington State at the time, and I knew that couldn't happen to my country. And the experience I had as a veteran before in the war situation, I knew I had more to give to my country and the young men and women that are about to go to war. I could show them things that I learned when I was younger at war too, teach them some things. So I thought I got to go back in. So it was actually October 31st, the next month, I was back in basic training. That quick, I went back in.
Yeah, a lot of people did re-enlist.
We had a lot of prior servers come in. They had on holdover barracks. There's so many of us, we couldn't even get in right away. We had to hold over, hang out in the barracks for a while.
Wow. And then how soon after re-enlisting did you deploy?
I had to go back to basic training. After you're out of the military for 5 years, you got to go back to basic again.
Was that hard?
So now I'm 30 years old. Yes. Mentally, it's a piece of cake. Physically, it's a lot harder this time.
Yeah.
But I went through that, and I went to airborne jump school and went to 82nd Airborne in North Carolina. So I ended up deploying 2003, an initial invasion into Iraq again.
Okay, and you did 4 tours, I believe.
I ended up doing 3, including Desert Storm, 4 tours, all Iraq.
All Iraq.
Yeah.
Okay. So what was that final tour like? I mean, that kind of brings us where we are today.
Yeah, it was 2007, going back to Iraq again. I just got to my unit, been with the unit about 6 months, but I still had what they call dwell time, where once you deploy, if you deploy for a year, you have to stay home for a year. If you deploy for 6 months, they just started that new rule to make sure people got a break. So I still had 6 months dwell time, so my unit took off. I didn't really get to know anybody. They took off as soon as I got there. And then 6 months later, I show up, and I was in country for probably 3.5 weeks, not even a full month, when my Humvee got hit by a roadside bomb.
Oh, geez. Damn.
Yeah, they said it was 3 to 4 155 artillery shells buried underneath the ground. And if you ever seen the movie Hurt Locker, it's kind of like that. The big bundles of artillery shells.
Yeah.
They're just buried and blew up underneath the Humvee and threw it 20 meters, flipped it upside down.
I can't. I mean, I've seen pictures of you. I've seen pictures of you in the hospital. I mean, you've been all over the news. Everybody's been covering you. It's just such a tragic story. And you were the sole survivor of that, correct?
Right. I was the only survivor out of there. And my mother says I look better now.
Oh,
so
she does, yeah. She's got good taste, Bobby. She's got good taste.
She's like, they did a great job on you.
Yeah. So now, how many surgeries have you had?
So we're at 48 surgeries.
48?
48 surgeries today.
Wow.
Hopefully no more,
Okay.
but we never know. With
Thank
my eyes,
God.
sometimes my eyelids, my head actually. So when I got injured, 38% of my body was burnt. My head was burnt to the skull. Let's see, it's all lumpy because we had the shaved parts of the skull off.
Yeah.
But medically, I suppose I'm supposed to be alive. The doctor said they didn't understand why I was alive. I had my hand for 2 years, and I kept telling them to take it off. Eventually, they listened to me, like, all right, you're right, it's not going to work. And that actually helped push me forward. Like, now that's done, that's out of my way. And I started skydiving, surfing, and trying to continue with life again.
You're rolling up to the show on a Harley Davidson. Like, I follow you on Facebook. I'm probably one of you and Jamie's biggest fans. Your life, I mean, you didn't let this stop you. You started a charity. You started a comedy show. You're touring around the entire country, taking what you've been through and making other people laugh. laugh? Like, how do you do it?
At first, it's more like a self-defense mechanism type thing and coping mechanism, and also helping diffuse other people around me, friends and family, like worried about me and kind of make them laugh. Go, it's still Bobby. But then too, like one of the big things I talk about is survivor's guilt. That is a huge thing. So I felt guilty for having a blessed life. I felt guilty for being alive. I pray to God just to take me every night. Like I shouldn't be here. Then I realized to help me with survivor's guilt, and I share with other veterans and first responders, anybody dealing with survivor's guilt, you got to put yourself in the shoes. Like, say, if you're in a car accident with somebody and they didn't make it out of a car accident, that you got survivor's guilt. If you weren't the one that didn't make it, what would you want for the one that did?
Yeah.
And they want the same thing for us. We got to keep living for them. If I wasted my life and said, "Oh, I'm poor me, pity me, sit on the couch and drink," then they've died in vain. That's disrespectful to the other 4 men, the Humvee, and their families.
Yeah,
so I had to keep living for them, keep their names going.
Mm-hmm. Now you started Forging Forward. Is that the name of the Bobby Henline Foundation?
The Bobby Henline Foundation, Forging Forward. I called it Forging Forward because I forged forward through the fire.
Yeah.
So how do I show others how to do that? And it's I'm not a psychiatrist. This is what helped me.
Yeah.
Let me share it with you, and maybe that will help you too.
Right.
And so now we do retreats for veterans and first responders trying to get through hard times.
And now we can actively donate to that. Like,
Yes.
where would we donate if I wanted to give you like a $500 donation?
ForgingForward.org.
ForgingForward.org. Okay, the comedy tour. Let's talk about that because I've seen your stand-up and you are hysterical. No holds barred with your comedy.
It's that military dark sense humor, self-deprecating. You got to make light of yourself. If you don't, you can't get through it. That's part of a human being processing. I think we can laugh.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's too soon. Never too soon in the military.
Right. Well, we had you come down to when Chris was still working with the FDNY. We had you come down. We had lost one of the firemen in a horrible fire, and you came and did a little bit of comedy and like some feel good talk to the firemen, and they were having a hard time. They had that survivor's guilt for the ones that didn't make it out and stuff. And you were just so wonderful with the FDNY. They saluted you at the 9/11 parade and stuff like that. And I got to see you firsthand that you really are.
Well, you can't really see me secondhand.
See, you really are funny.
And that's what I feel really blessed to be able to do stuff like that. I know I've done a firefighter retreat here in Myrtle Beach a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And then I went to Vermont. They lost a couple of children in a fire, so the firemen were having a hard time. I was able to go up there and do some fundraising and shows. And matter of fact, in a couple of weeks, I'm heading up to Maine to do, or Michigan, actually. I always get those two mixed up.
Yeah.
I'm going to Bangor, Michigan to do shows for firemen up there, too.
Oh,
they're having a hard time right now. And just if I can bring laughter to their life and some cheer and, and some understanding of what they're going through, it really helps.
Well, we love it. I've seen you. They did a documentary on you. You've been on so many podcasts, and I'm honored that you came on my Salute to Veterans podcast show. I really appreciate you.
Thank you, of course.
Now, over the years since I met you, you didn't meet, but you married Jamie.
Yes, she slid in my DMs.
She's here, by the way, everybody. So we're going to bring Jamie out. She's actually answering some questions for me that we're going to see if Bobby knows the answers to. We'll bring her out in a second. But let's talk about now life with, married life. How's that going along with everything, with the Forging Forward, with the comedy show?
It worked out great at first, right? At first Jamie started off as my manager.
Yes.
And then I started dating her to get my 20% back.
Oh, yeah.
At least get a Christmas present out of her or something.
Yeah, something, right?
And then I messed up 3 years ago and married her, and she gets half or more, I think, actually, her calculations.
Is she still doing your management?
She runs the foundation. She runs
Get out,
my website and my bookings for speaking,
But yet she's traveling
comedy,
with you everywhere.
traveling
So
with
she's doing
me.
she's on the back of the bike.
Oh, yeah.
She's in the RV. She's out on the golf court and still
She
running
was just
everything.
working this morning, last night. She also helps Homicide Detective Foundation.
Oh, God
She
bless.
helps them. And then now we just got the bike, and we saw that the Combat Hero Bike Build needed some more help with their media stuff. So I thought, well, I got a lot of media attention. Maybe I can use that to help them. So she's going to redo their website. I'm going to help them get more attention and get funding so more veterans can have bikes.
Oh, all right. Let's talk about the Harley here because this is about to blow up. So we got you.
I hope it doesn't blow up like the Humvee. You mean? It's just
I mean, let's talk about how the Harley came about. I feel like I was telling Jamie outside. I feel like it's every man's dream to have a Harley.
Oh yeah, since I was a kid, that was my dream.
How did this come about?
I was doing a show for the American Legion Riders in Estes Park, Colorado, about 6 years ago, And at the end of the show, they came up and they gave me a vest and made me an honorary member of the Legion Riders in Colorado. And I bawled like a little baby. And they said, hey, there's this organization called Combat Hero Bike Build. Put your name on a list and you'll get a bike eventually when you get around to it and raise money. So it took it was like 5 years by the time I put my name on the list to get the bike. And I'm number 41. And they still haven't got a lot of media. So it's like, we got to get more media because there are about 40 more veterans waiting to get bikes.
Wow. Okay, so we're going to have to, producer, if you can put the bike, we'll send you, and you can put that on the bottom of the screen as well. We'll give them some publicity.
Yeah, they're going to start opening up the first responders too. Anybody catastrophic injured on the line of duty, they'll start opening it up for them too.
Okay, amazing. And do you love it?
I love it. So, I mean, that was my job. I was riding down the road and just like, I can't believe I'm doing this right now. I'm riding my bike. I modeled for Harley Davidson when I was 19 years old.
I didn't know you modeled for Harley.
Did a little bit of modeling when I was 19 after Desert Storm. And as a clothing store, it's kind of when I first came out. And I did a little bit of modeling just in Killeen, Texas for one of the stores. But I never had the bike. I always wanted the bike. And that was the thing I always wrote to my mom. I'm crying now. Even in Desert Storm, I write my mom, don't worry, I've never ridden a Harley.
Oh.
That's how I ended all my letters is, don't worry, I still haven't ridden a Harley.
What a great story.
So all through all of my deployments, and sorry, Mom, I now have a Harley. But I'm not jumping out of airplanes anymore.
Right, that's true.
That's good.
That's true. Yeah, we're, got away in that. Yeah, that is so funny. Well, I want to bring Jamie out.
Okay.
She had some questions, so we're going to bring Jamie out. I want her to... Let's talk. I want to see how she feels with everything that you guys are doing. You guys are literally
amazing.
Touring the country together.
I get to be Birdie Face, and she's the one really doing all the hard work.
Yeah.
I'll give her that for sure.
Okay, so let's bring Jamie out. So
oh, boy.
Here we are with Jamie Henline, Sergeant Bobby's wife. Now, Jamie, you can follow her on Instagram and everywhere as the Myrtle Beach Mermaid. That's how I think I met you years ago. You were the Myrtle Beach Mermaid. All right. Yeah. So when I first talked to you, I reached out to you. It had to be 7 years ago. We had brought Bobby into New York City. The FDNY was going to honor him at a 9/11 ceremony. And I think that was the first time that we had emailed each other or spoken to each other. I knew there was something going on. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was women's intuition, but I knew this was not just his publicist. I just had this gut instinct. All right, so let's talk 7 years later. You're married.
We are.
We are.
And let's talk about this. You're on the back of a Harley. You're doing all these great things. You've got the RV. You've been in all different countries. You're touring the country with Bobby. So now you're not only doing his publicity from home or an office, you're in the back of the Harley doing it. Okay, so what is this like touring the country with Bobby?
When I met him, I had to. So to start it off, the reason that we're even connected is my son died when he was 24, and he was a military veteran as well. And so I knew when my son died, I had to find a new purpose. And so I was hunting for that for a very long time. And then I met Bobby, and I saw that he had a purpose. And I thought, well, how can we combine these purposes? And so we first combined them through Bravo 748 Speakers Bureau, which was adding him as a speaker. And then things just kind of developed from there. It took a long time. He ended up getting divorced from his wife for various and sundry reasons. I ended up getting divorced from my husband for various and sundry reasons. And then suddenly we came back together, which was odd and bizarre, but we did.
It's like, I've been through a divorce here, cry on my shoulder. I got you. I
think that's what he said. So that we got together and we were like, okay, so we've got one purpose, but he kept saying, I want you to start a nonprofit. And I'm like, I just got out of the nonprofit world. I worked in it for 30 years. I don't want to do it. And 2 or 3 years later, I finally agreed. And I said, it's only going to be small. It's going to be small. I don't want to grow it big, but we're big. Big meaning that we touch a lot of people, not that we have a lot of money, but we touch a lot of people. So for me, the mission is living for my son and touching people, and we do that everywhere we go. We touch veterans, we touch their wives, we touch their kids. It doesn't matter where we go. If anyone sees Bobby, he's very approachable. It just starts a conversation, and then it builds from there. And so with our nonprofit, we've been able to do retreats. We've been able to start all-American dining, which if we see a military family or a military veteran or a first responder just dining out in a restaurant where we might be happening to be traveling across the country, we pay for their meal and we get a picture with Bobby. And We do reflective art where military veterans sit down and paint. Bobby's got 4 facets that he asks them to put on the mask or on the piece of canvas. We've had tears shed. We've had hugs. We've had, oh my gosh, this is the first thing I'm going to be able to show my wife or my spouse, and I can actually tell them.
Help them communicate back home. It's,
Yes.
it's amazing.
What I've been through, and it's going to help them understand why I act or react the way that I do. And we've just seen people's lives touched in so many ways. And that motorcycle, you roll up, people want to know about it. They look at the Purple Heart on it. Immediately, you know, it's a veteran. You see those dog tags on there, and you're like, tell me the story. You know, Bobby lost 4 in the Humvee that he was in. There's just so many little secrets all over that motorcycle. So as you look at it and you start talking about it, then there's suicide on there. Unfortunately, we're all about suicide prevention, so that opens up that conversation. So there's just so many different kinds of conversations that we can have, you know, death of friends, death of family, death of soldiers. We talk about what's the, I can't think of the word right now, survivor's guilt.
Survivor's guilt.
So there's just, and it's not all sad things that we talk about. We talk about good things too, because as you know, Bobby's a comedian now.
Yes.
He's taken that and, you know, just flipped it completely and said, what would these guys want for me if they're not here? Or what would I want for them if I wasn't here? He would want them to live. Don't waste your life. And so I think that's what we both, in our own way, decided to do. You know, I was dark for a long time after my son died, and my thing was, I've got to find a purpose in how do I keep his memory alive. And his thing was, you know, I've got to live for these young men and their families. You can't waste what you've been given.
Yes.
So we've both been blessed beyond measure.
Oh,
And we're so thankful.
Yeah, and I'm so thankful for both of you to be able to share your story with. I didn't know your son passed away, and my condolences. Yeah.
Thank you.
So let's talk about
Copper boom.
Copper, how old are you?
8.
8, and this is Burnt Paw. Yeah, and Jamie, he shouldn't call you Burnt Ma, right? Oh, no.
Nanny.
What do you call me?
Nanny.
Nanny.
Oh, Nanny. Oh, so cute. Well, Copper and Jamie have answered a couple questions that we're going to ask. We're going to see if you know the answer
Great.
to these questions, okay? Does
C.
Burnt Paw like hot dogs?
Yes.
Oh, I have no. I
Oh.
have no. Okay.
Just because you ate all my scraps.
That was the corn dog hot dog. Copper didn't want the corn dog, but he didn't want a regular hot dog. He wanted the hot dog out of the corn dog. So I had to eat the cornbread off it and give him the corn dog, hot dog. Corn dog hot dog. It's better than the regular hot dogs? Yes.
Juicier.
I like regular hot dogs too.
Okay. What's Burnt Paw's favorite food?
Hamburger.
That's right. Yay, Copper. Okay. Who is most likely to get lost, you or Jamie?
Jamie.
The answer is Jamie, but probably too if talking while using maps.
Map. So
Yes.
if Bobby has a map up and he's having a conversation.
I cannot talk and find my
You
ex
can't
at the
talk
same
and use
time.
the
I'll
map.
pass my ex and get so frustrated. I can't multitask. I'm
Do
a
you turn
man.
the radio down too? If you're coming
Yes.
towards you, let me turn the radio down.
If I'm going to back up, the windows need to be down too. That makes a difference.
Okay. Where was your first kiss?
Texas. No?
Yes.
Oh, wait a minute.
I have in a golf cart on islands.
What?
On an island.
I miss that.
Oh. You thought it was Bald Head Island?
Yeah.
It's Texas.
Golf cart?
It was okay. Who is more likely to start a fight?
Well, I don't know if I want to really say I start it. I get frustrated quicker, so I'm going to say me.
I have neither. Biscuit.
Oh, Biscuit.
Who's Biscuit? What's Biscuit?
When we first started getting an RV, we had a little 27-footer RV, little bus thing.
The biscuit mobile?
Yeah. And so we were figuring out what to name it. Well, we were getting frustrated when we first started. And I was trying to get a bicycle rack on for her so her and Copper could ride a bicycle together. But I couldn't get it on. We were getting frustrated. And I threw the tool and got mad. And she's like, okay, if we're going to do this, we got to figure out a safe word. So when someone's mad, the other one has to walk away. And the safe word was Biscuit.
Oh, it's Biscuit.
And so Biscuit ended up becoming the name of the RV too. And then one time I was driving, and her and Copper were sitting at the little table. And it comes with little seat belts in the back, all that that's in the table. They're playing cards. And I was trying to say something. She couldn't hear me. So she yells, "Biscuit, biscuit," because she's frustrated. She couldn't hear me. And Copper said, "Nanny, he can't. He's driving right now." I was supposed to walk away. He can't. Bobby can't walk away. He's driving right now. Oh, my God. It's hilarious.
Oh, my God. Okay. So if Bobby was a video game character, who would he be?
Copper picked this one.
Uh-oh.
Because I do you know any video games?
Well, you're either going to, because of my blockhead, I can look like something off the, you're playing Minecraft, but I'm probably more like a Mario, jumping all over the place. What am I, Copper?
Who'd you pick?
A warrior from Clash of Clans.
I've never played it, but I like as a warrior.
There's one of there's the guy I'm pretty sure with the battle axe. He gets blown up into a wall by a bomb.
Oh, it's a bomb thing. Okay, I get it.
Deadpool, that's not even a video game. Deadpool's a movie character, not a video game.
I'm wrong.
Nanny and I are old. We don't know all the new video games.
Or movies.
Yeah.
So what is Bobby's biggest pet peeve?
Ooh, biggest one? Out of so many?
Bike racks.
I'm going to say loud noise.
I got lousy drivers, no turn signals, allowed slow in front of other cars.
I feel like that's everybody's biggest pet peeve. You're right, yes. Especially in traffic, yes. Oh, my God. If everybody drove like me, the world would be great.
Okay, so I think you answered this one. Who gives a better massage?
Obviously, Nanny does because she has two hands.
Nanny, because she has two hands, yeah. Okay, if Bobby had to get a tattoo today, what would it be?
Oh, I got to answer that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they already answered that. Who answered it?
Jamie.
Pirate.
Yes. She said, yeah, we'd cover on his back, but it would be a pirate ship. Pirate, yeah. All right, so you guys kind of know each other pretty
She's
well.
been bugging me to get a pirate for a long time, yes.
I would love it.
I already got the mermaid.
Oh, he got the mermaid.
He
I
did.
love it. So, all right, well, this has been our salute to our veteran series with Sergeant Bobby Henline and his wife, Jamie Henline. Guys, we're going to put across the bottom of the screen, I want you to name the charity, the .com, the emails, the phone numbers, all the organizations that you're involved with, where we can donate to, start to follow,
nice.
and give support to.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
So we have Bravo 748, which is a speakers bureau. So I have military veterans and law enforcement on there, so you can hire them to come out and speak or entertain or whatever you need. I've got about 5 or 6 comedians out there right now. That's Bravo 748 speakers.com, and then we have our nonprofit, which is Forging Forward, the Bobby Henline Foundation. That's www.forgingforward.org. That is the one where we do retreats for military veterans and first responders, and some other things.
Lots
that
of
we
swag gear on there. You can purchase your beautiful shirts and all that
Yes.
stuff.
Yes, absolutely. We're also getting ready to be involved with Combat Hero Bike Build. I'm going to be doing their website and their social media. So since Bobby's gotten his bike, I have seen the joy that it brings, the wind in his hair, what little hair he's got left, and just the whole shift of demeanor that he's had, because it gave him his independence back, and I so appreciate that. And so we're going to be supporting Combat Hero Bike Build, which I believe that's combatheroBikeBuild.org.
Yep.
Yeah. So those are the main ones that we're associated with. My number is posted everywhere. It's 606-875-5808. And you can call me anytime. If I don't get the phone, just leave a message. We get lots of messages on all kinds of platforms and text messages and phone calls, and we answer all that we can.
Not we, Jamie answers.
Yeah, we do. Yeah. And
If you write me on social media, I will answer you.
absolutely. And then our last one is Bobby Henline Comedy, and that's the website that we use to hire Bobby and our accidental discharge comedians out to different organizations. So.
And that's nationwide. So you guys are touring the
Yes.
country. Now, will you be touring the country on bike? Or are you still going to take the truck and Bobby will take the bike? Or
Until he gets used to it, I'm going
Yeah.
to drive the truck.
I only got 300 miles under me so far. She
Yeah.
wants about 1,500 miles under that.
yeah. I have a slingshot too,
Yeah.
so
Oh,
you know.
you do?
Yeah,
Okay.
I do. So
Have you pulled the RV in the truck yet?
I have
She
not.
will, yeah.
Okay.
We need
I
to-
have not,
Is
but
it
I
in
want to.
Myrtle? Or where is the RV?
The RV's in
Kentucky.
Kentucky right
It's in
now.
Kentucky.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Are you going to bring it back to Myrtle?
I
or-
have to learn how to do that.
Well,
Yeah.
we'll keep the RV there. We're going to be both places.
Okay.
I
perfect.
see these
Yeah.
women driving these tractor trailer trucks
Yeah.
and driving these RVs. I so admire them,
Me
and I want
too.
to be one.
Me too, because I have the truck. My truck's maybe I have the F-150. It's a little smaller than yours, I think, because I can't
Yeah.
pull a fifth wheel on mine.
Yeah.
But we have the RV too, and I have not driven it
Yeah,
anywhere yet. I
Yeah.
still have it, and I have it at the RV park, and they pull it out for me. I set it up, and then they park it back in the storage for me. Like I'm still like, okay, I'm getting there. I'm
Yeah.
getting
Yeah,
there.
it
So
takes
we
lots
do
of
that
it's a
practice.
together.
road.
Lots of
But I do,
practice.
when I'm driving down to Florida, I'm like, look at all these chicks and trucks
Yes.
pulling the RV. Like, that's gonna be me.
You can do
Yes.
it.
You can do it, Alicia.
Yes.
You
The
can
only
do
thing with that is you have a gas truck, right? It's
Yeah.
not diesel.
Yeah.
So you got to find a gas station you can fit in.
Yeah.
That's why we ended up going with diesel because it was such stress when you got like a 30-foot trailer or longer.
Yeah,
And you're trying to
yeah.
find a regular gas station to get into, stress you out.
That's, I think,
My anxiety went to the
35
roof.
feet, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna have that issue.
Yeah, that's why you need a diesel truck. So you just go into the truck stops and get fuel. It makes life a lot easier. If you're going to start traveling distance,
Yeah.
get the diesel.
Okay, very good advice. But everybody, I want to give a round of applause to Sergeant Bobby Henline, his wife Jamie Henline, and their great family. Calling all first responders, healthcare professionals, and military personnel. Are you ready to take the next steps in your home buying or selling journey? My name is Alysia Stern. I'm a licensed realtor in New York, North Carolina, South Carolina, and Florida, and the founder of the Heroes Agents. You have made tremendous sacrifices for all of us, and it is our honor to assist you in your real estate journey. To express our gratitude, we offer hero rebates and customized services tailored to fit your unique needs. Our commitment is to help you find your perfect home or enhance the value of your current property. We are also dedicated to supporting you in securing financial resources and smoothly navigating the mortgage process, guiding you every step of the way. To date, we have proudly given back over $50,000 to heroes like you as a way to say thank you. The Heroes Agents are here to serve you and make the process as easy and stress-free as possible while giving back with no strings attached. Reach out to us today at 833-TOP-HERO. That's 833-TOP-HERO. Or visit theheroesagents.com.